Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Ali Fitri bin Uthman. Today I want to defend proposal. My title is about the relationship between perceived leadership style of the employers and the employee performance at Department Youth and Sport Paroi Seremban. First, my background of the study. Perceived leadership style of the employer is my IV. Employee performance is my DV. According to the basic 2017, leadership style is simply the art of influencing people so that they will strive willing toward the achievement of the goals. According to the billing, an employee leadership style can be divided into several types living leadership style. In 1939, identified there are three different leadership style: democratic, autocratic, and laissez-faire. For the style and performance 2015, employee performance depended upon the proper match leaders ability to lead his contingent. Constitutional factors that include the leader capability, preferred style, behavior, competency, and employee. Okay, for my problem statement, problem happen to lack of strategic implementation of specific leadership style to the particular situation was predict as the problem at hand. According to the hosted 2001, Malaysia is the best known as the place where leaders have the most authorities and power, law and regulate set by the leaders, and the leader control and they are the decision makers. According to the Berita Harian, 30 April 2020, the Ministry of Youth and Sport has dismissed allegations that the ministry allegedly had a recent affair with the company supplying sport goods following the arrest of 70 individuals, including a recent owners of the company in Puchong. And another problems, according to the Metro, 12th December 2017, Datuk Erick Jamaluddin announced that the MSN board has decided to drop the three spot from 19 spot to 16 spot, and this is being held for the first time since 2007. Harris said the obligation was done on the basis of declining performance doping issues as well as a cessation unrest. Okay, based on my research objective, first, to determine the relationship between perceived leadership style of the employers and employee performance at Department of Youth and Sport Paroi Seremban. Second, to determine perceived leadership style of the employers at Department of Youth and Sport Paroi Seremban. And the third, to determine the employee performance at Department of Youth and Sport Paroi Seremban. Okay. For significance of the study, first, the beneficial to Department of Youth and Sport organizers in Malaysia for long term. And the second, leadership from the right leaders can help improve the right way of the leaderships for the organizations. And the third, help leaders identify the employee performance and can motivate the employee to reach this goal. For my the literature reviews, according to Dawes and Fishkin, proclaiming that democratic leadership influence people in the manners assisted with the base of the democratic principles and process, such as deliberation, equal participation, inclusiveness, and self-determinations. For autocratic leadership does not give the employee to give his own opinions. According to the basis 2070s, the Lugar proclaimed the laissez-faire leadership style is associated with unproductiveness, ineffectiveness, and dissatisfactions. And for the performance refers to the behaviors that involve on the activities that provide indirect support for the organization core technical processes and you producing good or service. And according to the Lyridon, Mimozos and versus 2017, a good leaders understand the importance of the employees in achieving the goals of the organizations and that motivating the employees is paramount importance in achieving these goals. Okay, for my framework, independent variable is a leadership style. First, autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. For the independent variable is employee performance. For my methodologies about the research design, research design is a descriptive and correlations study design. Why I use correlations? Because to determine the relationship exists between the variables and no manipulation of the variable. Because the titles is the relationship between the relationship between leadership style of the employers and the and employee performance. For my samplings, uh, population is employee at the department Youth and Sport Parade. For my total population is 15 respondent. According to Critches and Morgan 1970, where the table suggested a number of samples should be 44 after adding 20% unwritten and uncompleted questionnaire. Sampling technique is non-probabilities convenience. Instrumentations. Instrument had been used to collect data. It is a reliability and valid to use. First, my first questionnaire was adapted by Peter G. Morehouse, 2009, have 18 items. For my the second questionnaire was adapted by Stress Patients PVT Ltds. Have 20 items and divide to 4 components. First, job certification, 5 items. Salary, 5 items. Work experience, 5 items. And job performance is 5 items. For my questionnaires is Roberts alpha is 0.82. Data collection procedures. Before I'm
Before proceed. Before proceed.
okay. Next, data collection procedures. Before proceed the procedures collections, this research will require an ethic form. The UiTM researchers ethic committees will issue and ethic approval to the researchers. Have the data collection procedures have five. First, ethic approvals. And second, as a permission to do the research. And second, give a briefing to the employees at the department and sport police and sports, and give the questionnaires. After that, distribute the questionnaire to the samples. When now we use online questionnaires. After that, and collect the questionnaire. For the data analysis, research objective first to determine the relationship between perceived leadership style of the employee and employers performance at Department of Youth and Sport Parkway. For my data analysis, I'm use correlation. Why I'm use the correlation? Because they have to determine the relationship between. For the second research objective, to determine the perceived leadership style of the employees at Department of Youth and Sport Parkway, Seremban. And the data analysis, I'm used independence because I have two groups. First is employees and employers. Second, um, the third to determine the employee performance at Department of Youth and Sport Parkway, Seremban. The data analysis is independence, and this is my reference. Thank you. That's all for me and for my video defense proposal.